Ah. Hi, selamat malam. Good evening, everybody. Hi, I I just moved from Chia's stream. If you didn't know, Chia's currently streaming in Twitch, I believe, because right now there is an event in Final Fantasy 14. I do believe there are other livers there with her. There's Nara, Reza, and Taka as well. So yeah, if you want to see what all the commotion is about, you could definitely go check it out. I was just there before I reminded myself, oh yeah, I have a stream. Selamat malam semuanya. Halo. Mohon maaf saya baru pindah dari stream Twitch-nya Chia, but hi. Halo. Selamat malam. How are you guys doing tonight? Hello. Good evening. How are you doing tonight? It has been a while. I touched so many grass in the 2 days when I did not stream. I touched so many grass, but yeah, if you're wondering why I'm drawing Nabel, I don't know, I just wanted to draw her. If you're wondering why I'm drawing Nabel, I have no idea. I just felt like drawing her, and I've been kind of like progressing this for like maybe a day or two now. Let me just show you guys the layering. Oh yeah, I actually do wanna actually finish this piece, so I might not be as babbling as I usually am in my painting streams. I know this will end up being a lie. I know some of you will start asking me questions, and I'm gonna get excited and I'm gonna go on a tangent, and then I realize, wow, I haven't add anything to the painting in 1 hour. I know that's gonna happen, but like, I want to make progress in this stream. I want to make progress in this stream. So yeah, basically, I spent like maybe look, this is what we started with. So I started with this. So yeah, we could never knock. So I started with this. I contemplated whether I wanna go and immediately just put on colors on it, or do I wanna go black and white first and see whether I like it enough to put colors on it. I contemplated that, and then later I just decided, okay, I'm just gonna go black and white first, just to fix any potential contrast problems in the drawing, and then I filled it with color, or at least black and white colors. Yeah, and then on top of that, I started rendering it like around this much yesterday. Going on value, yeah, going on value. Yeah, and then earlier today, I kind of worked on it again, and it got to this point. There you go. I basically just smoothed it, like the nose and everything. There you go. There you go. So this is where we're starting now. This is where we're starting now. Okay? Okay? Everybody good? I'm gonna draw too in a bit. Yeah. If you're basically, I don't know why I decided to stream this. It's not like it's not like I'm in an like incredibly chatty mood right now. If anything, I'm just more in like a chill and draw mood. But then I figured, actually, you know what, it's not the weekend. It's not the weekend, because you know I'm not the musical artist, haha. It's not the weekend, so maybe some people are still up in this hour. Maybe, I don't know. Why is the I just realized, sorry, the game name is still The Room. Hold on, the game name, I'll change it. I draw, I think. There you go. But yeah, I figured maybe some people are still up during these hours. I don't know what you guys are doing. What are you guys doing still up in this hour? And don't say, "Oh, I'm watching Hyona." No, I mean like. Okay, hold on. First of all, I'm gonna move my mic because this is way too close to my mouth. Way too close to my mouth. I don't like how close. Okay. And don't say, "Ugh, I'm watching Hyona." I know you are. I mean, like, what are you doing while you watch me? Okay, because you are not about to just kalian tuh don't just mantengin. Don't just mantengin. I am here to accompany you doing something. So what are you doing? And do not say your mom. I will ban you from my chat. I was about to sleep and abandon my work. But with Hyona, I was like, okay, I'll work more for a bit. Ah, thank you for suffering with me. Oh my god. I'm also drawing, but I haven't been able to progress much in the whole day. I hope you'll get a good progress this evening then. Yeah. Was about to sleep, but your stream showed up. Oh. I'm sorry. Please, just so you know, lately, my streaming time is actually more on the afternoon side of things, morning even maybe. So if you see me streaming around these hours, you know, it's like, you know, people resting and sleeping hours. Please sleep, you know, please sleep. Don't worry, the VOD will be there in the morning. If you want to watch it, you can watch it whenever, you know. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I have insomnia and I have homeworks to do, so why not? Ganbare! Good luck on your homework. Please, do not procrastinate on your work. But also, please sleep. But I wanna watch it live. I kind of get it. Like, if you watch it live, you could bully Hyona while it actually happens, you know. But if you watch it not live, you get to see other people bully Hyona. And I guess it kind of sucks. But I'm pro at procrastinating. I guess you could call it a pro. But yeah, I don't know. I've been like dying to have like something to draw that I could just take my time with. And I was thinking maybe I should draw. I want to draw people, and I'm like, I don't know who to draw. And I got an idea. Oh, I could just draw Nabel, I guess, you know. You are not my mom. You can't tell me what to do. I never said I was your mom. What? I never said I was your mom. Oh my god. My throat's better now. It was just a bit strainy this morning because I went to go solo karaokeing yesterday, and I know what you're gonna say. Hyona, that is so sad. Solo karaoke? Wow, do you not have friends? Yeah. I'm kidding. All of my friends were either away or busy, but I really felt like singing, you know? I really felt like singing, so I went there by myself. And then when I got there, so aku ke tempat karaoke-nya, mas-masnya nanyain, the clerk asked me, okay, for how many people? Like, how many people are coming? And I was like, it's just me. How many people? Like, oh sure. You want which room? How many people? I was like, it's just me. And then he looked so concerned to me. And I was like, hey man, who cares? Like, I give you the money, it's good business, right? Is she practicing for the eventual karaoke stream? No. No. I just felt bad. I just felt like singing, and I felt bad about disturbing my neighbor. That's it. That's all. It was really fun though, because there was nobody there. I wasn't afraid of being judged by anybody, so you know, sang a lot of like anime openings. They didn't have a lot, but they had Cardcatcher Sakura at least. What else? Sang a lot of Bring Me the Horizon and Pierce the Veil. That's good. So yeah. Well, I took a break at like at like a halfway through the time. I took a break and then I went outside to go to the toilet, and then I passed by like the people who were next to me in the karaoke room next to me, and wow, actually you can kind of clear rather clearly, you know, the voices from the karaoke room. Jadi waktu aku keluar mau ke toilet tuh ya kan, aku ngelewatin kayak kamar karaoke-nya tetangga aku gitu, yang di sebelah aku. Terus aku realize gitu kayak, wow, ternyata suara kamu meskipun kayak nggak keras sih, tapi kayak dari luar tuh lumayan kedengeran ini ya. What did they sing? Oh, it was some, I don't know, maybe like some old Indo song. And then I got really self-conscious because I'm like, oh, so you're telling me the whole time I was singing, like screaming and singing Bring Me the Horizon, and everything, anybody who passed by my booth could hear me? Okay. Are you okay, Doc? I'm good. I just feel like I had a lot of pent up stress, you know, because see, chat, I wanted next month to be pretty chill, right? Aku tuh maunya kayak minggu depan maunya nge-chill gitu. But turns out life happens and there's so many things that I have to work on right now, especially like in my personal life and everything. So I got kind of stressed. I'm fine now. Like, now that I think about it, I feel kind of dumb, because now that I take a step back and look at it objectively, I'm kind of like, actually, Hyona, you fucking crybaby, it's not even that bad. Actually, if you think about it, Hyona, it's not even that bad. Why are you stressing out over? But I really needed some stress relief, so I just go sing by myself, you know, right? It's like a good way to handle your stresses. You like sing with yourself, or maybe go have a run, you know, go do a run, or punch something, not someone. Don't punch people, but like you could go to the gym and, you know, ask people in the gym, hey guys, does anybody wanna step to the ring and get punched? You know, some people might be like, oh, I love getting punched, cool, come here. Oh my god. It's okay, Hyona. Sometimes the easiest way to clear your stress is just crying. See, I don't know why, but I have a habit of like avoiding crying if I can. I don't know. It's a habit at this point. I'm not saying it's a good one, but yeah. So I usually go through like different means. Sounds like your whole chat, Doc. Yeah, I know. That's why I go to the gym instead of asking my chat if they want to be punched. I basically had an Agretsuko moment. You're right. I basically had an Agretsuko moment. It's just like, right, I am so fed up with everything. I just wanna go be alone and scream, you know. But if I do it in like my home, like I think it's gonna freak my neighbors out, so might as well. Why is Nabel so handsome? Hey man, I actually don't know. Actually don't know. I don't know why I drew her so handsome. Like even in the sketch. Look. Why did I make her so handsome? Why did I make her? I don't know. Well, you know, we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. Which BMT song? Oh my god, so many. I sang Sleepwalking. all the screamy, all the screamier songs, yeah, all of them. Definitely Can You Feel My Heart? Oh my god. I feel kind of bad because like I ordered like I forgot to bring like my own water bottle and everything, so I had to order like water from the karaoke place. And waktu si mas-masnya masuk ke boothnya aku, when the clerk when the karaoke place clerk went to my booth, my room, I was in the middle of singing, like screaming. So it's kind of like it's very funny. It was kind of like, feel like I'm sleepwalking, and then and then he comes in and like, oh, yeah, mas. I was like, God damn it! Now I have to, now I have to reload the song and everything, and it takes time. So. God damn it, Mas! Thank you for the water, though. But yeah, oh my god. Yet another classic Elatiora moment. What do you mean? Oh my god. Thankfully, like the dude didn't really pay mind to it. He's just like, I'm just doing my job. I'm like, hey man, good for you. Good for you. Don't mind me. I'm just really stressed right now, okay? Okay, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Hold on. It's already August, which means it'll be September. And it's like, I bet September's gonna fly by real fast. September's gonna feel like nothing. And then October's gonna be here in a blink of an eye. I don't know whether I'm ready for October yet. There's so many things going on for me in October. I don't know whether I'm ready for it yet. Wake me up when September ends. Actually don't. Actually don't. Wait. This here. Okay, that's better. Right. That's better. Do you remember when it was September? Okay, so wake me up at 7 a.m. I need to work. If you need to go to work and wake up at 7 a.m., go to hell to sleep. Ini aku bukan ngusir ya. Ngusir sih sebenarnya, tapi ngusir baik-baik. I'm not kicking you out of my stream. Actually, I am, but like in a nice way, you know, if that makes sense. You know, not like get the hell out of my stream. I don't want to see you, but more like, oh, well, if you have something to do tomorrow early in the morning, go. Numpang turu silahkan. Kalau kalian numpang turu, saya ngomongnya tidak akan keras-keras. Biar kalian nggak bingung gitu bangun tengah malam, ini kenapa ada panther teriak-teriak malam-malam. G, he gets to get kicked out by Hyona. Oh, okay. You wanna get kicked out too? Okay. What are you doing here? Get the fuck out of my stream. Shoo. There you go. There we go. Bocah Bekasi ya bang, yang merasa bocah Bekasi silahkan angkat tangannya. Itu dicariin sama temennya. Yoi. Yang ngerasa bukan dari dimensi ini silahkan angkat tangannya. Itu dicariin sama temennya. Ya silahkan. Get out of my lawn. Ya makanya gue juga bingung, ada apa ini kok Bekasi dipanggil. Wucucin. Ada apa ini Bekasi? Aku udah nggak ngebikin joke ya. Ini kalau abis ini ada yang bawa-bawa Depok, ini di luar kendali saya. Karena saya udah nggak ngebikin joke Depok yet. If somebody's gonna mention Depok after this, it's out of my control because I'm not even making Depok jokes right now yet. There you go. I did not make the rules. Suka bingung ya bang, kadang-kadang apa viewer jam segini tuh suka lucu kadang-kadang. Main aja waktu in the rating your food stream. I don't know why, but I laughed so hard because there was this person who just came into the chat and said in Indo, ngomong gitu kayak ada si ini nggak, bilangin itu zakarnya dia something, and I'm like, kalian kenapa berantem soal zakar di chat saya? Kalian kalau mau berantem sana, keluar rumah, ketemuan di warkop terdekat, sana saling tenang-tenangan zakar masing-masing sekalian sampai puas. Ajak berantem kok di chat saya itu loh. Ya gue juga nggak tahu kenapa. I don't know, I think it's funny. Ngadu pedang. I don't know. It's so funny. If you're looking for somebody to fight, you know, you're looking for your friend, you can like go outside of your home and like look for them. I don't know what you're looking for in my stream. I think Bekasi is close to Manhattan. You wish, buddy. Buddy, you wish. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Can't spell Manhattan without mantan and Bekasi without bekas. Aduh, itu lagu apa sih yang soal mantan di Manhattan? What song is that about, like your ex-lover being in Manhattan? What song is that? It's not even about Manhattan. It's Lala Lost You. It's Nikki's. Yeah. There's a song like that. Kagak. Salah. Mohon dimaklumi, ini jam-jam saya udah matiin otak. Please be patient with me, everybody. It's like a bit past midnight. I usually shut off my brain in like, I usually shut off my brain by like 11 p.m. Okay, so if I'm not making any sense right now, yeah. If I'm not making sense right now, yeah, I already turned off the entirety of my like brain function maybe like an hour ago. Okay, it's like it's already 11 p.m. No more brain for you. You have your brain turned on in your other thing. Of course. How do you think I make jokes? What you think? You think I just have a bank full of jokes? No, you gotta think for jokes. Do you know how hard it is? Here comes the usual complaint. You know how hard it is to be funny? It's like Hyona, like consensually auditions for like a job that requires her to be entertaining. Also, Hyona, you know how hard it is to be funny? You don't have a joke bag? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, my parents never bought me a joke bag, so there you go. Oh, but I did. I remember my dad, when I was younger, bought me a book about pranking other people. Later on, he told me that he regretted buying me that book. I don't understand why. I mean, it's a great book. Gave me a lot of ideas. Got me suspended from school once, so there you go. But like only once, you know. Once is not that bad, you know. Sometimes you gotta live a little, you know. Let little girls be little girls, you know. Sometimes you gotta get suspended. Like once or twice, you know. It's fine. It's fine. What did you do? Oh, I did a lot. First I put whoopee cushion under my teacher's seat cushion. So yeah. And then I spread salt on the teacher's table. You know? And I remember at one point I got into a fight with one of the teacher because she didn't like the way that I solved a math problem, even though it was already correct, but she thinks I'm dumb for some reason. And I didn't want to take it because I am dumb, but who the fuck are you to tell other people that I'm dumb, you know? If anybody here has the right to tell people that Hyona is dumb, it's me, Hyona herself, you know? So yeah, so I got really pissed. So, I turned to the book, and the book was like, "Hey, you know what'd be a good idea if you want to prank somebody? What if you put thumbtacks on their seat?" And I was like, "Ah!" But then the teacher caught me doing that. Now, as a more rational and logical thinking adult, I realized it's a good thing that the teacher caught me doing that before she actually sat on it, because wow, Hyoners, that's a crime, you know. But back then, like the unstable, the unstable evil little gremlin we call younger Hyona, she was like, God damn it. God damn it. So yeah, there's that. There's that. I can understand whoopee cushion, but thumbtacks, oh, I was really angry at her. I remember I was so angry because back then in my school, it was very old fashioned. Like, I remember this particular school that I went to for a bit, it was very old fashioned. So the dress code was extremely strict. One of the rules is that they wouldn't allow us to like grow out our nails even a little bit. And I remember I forgot to cut my nails over the weekend, so the following week, I came to the school and my nails were pretty long. And I remember I asked my friend, oh, shit, like, oh, how, oh God, like, you know. And then my friend told me, why don't you just bite it? And I'm like, that, no, gross. I'm not about to suck on all the dirt and grime. Do you know how dirty my hands are? Do you even know? Do you even know where my hand? Do you even know, like, little Hyona, where her hands go? No, so dirty. I'm not about to suck on my nails and bite it off or something. So I just leave it at that. And my teacher got angry. And when they got angry, they, you know, my school, it's kind of fucked up. They would like beat you with like the big wooden ruler. So that's what she did. Like, she kind of beat my hand, and it was pretty bad, like, because she was the type of teacher who, you know, the type of teacher who brings their massive overinflated ego into the classroom. Oh, Sukma, thank you. Little Gremlin Hyona story is so hilarious and adventurous. Thank you. She would appreciate that. So yeah, yeah. I don't know. The school was old fashioned for some reason. They still hung on into like the whole capital punishment type of stuff. So yeah, there you go. My hand got so damn beaten that I couldn't even write. You know, I couldn't even take notes. I couldn't even take notes for like I couldn't take notes for the rest of the class. And then she got angry that I couldn't take notes over her class, and then my shoulder got beaten after that. And then I just came home, like, and then my mom was like, what the fuck happened? Capital punishment? No, not capital punishment. Corporeal punishment? Which one is it? Which one is it? English is hard. Is it capital or corporeal? Fuck, I forgot. But yeah, point is, the school still believes in like physically punishing students, you know, which, okay, I guess. Capital is death penalty. Oh yeah, you're right. Capital is death penalty. Corporal, there you go. My teacher gave me the capital punishment because I didn't cut my nails. So you're talking to a ghost right now. So yeah, that happened. And then my parents was like, what the fuck? Like, I thought we sent you to a good school, because remember, growing up, I moved school pretty often, because my family moved around because of my dad's job and everything. And it was basically, I was pretty new to this school, you know, and I came home with like, oh, look, mom, can't even move my fingers. My mom was like, what the hell? Like, I'm gonna complain to the principal. And my dad is like, okay, but like, if we're gonna complain to the principal, if they're gonna be stubborn, we should have a plan for it, blah, 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 blah. And while my parents were discussing like, how shall we proceed, blah, 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 I just like bust down the door, just like, chill, parents. I got this, you know. And they're like, what? I got this. Dad, lend me your thumbtacks. Dad, can I borrow some thumbtacks from your office? My dad is like, sure, sweetie. Like, what do you need it for? Oh, don't worry. It's just some arts and craft class in school. And I went to the school next day, and I just start, you know what? Maybe one thumbtack wouldn't hurt, you know. And then the teacher saw it, and I got sent to the principal's office. Yeah. It was bad. And then they're like, you know what? You're suspended. And I remember, like, I was so pissed that I started crying in the office. You know, that kind of children crying where they don't even make sense. Like, there's the usual sobbing crying that's like and then there's the children crying where they don't even make sense. Like, yeah, I did that. And all I remember from that is that I told them very angrily, in the middle of all my gibberish and crying, and just told them like, "Oh yeah, well, I don't even want to study in this stupid school." And the principal is like, "Okay, we're calling your mom. You're getting sent home." And I'm like, oh god, it was actually, I felt like a king, Like when you were younger, days where you get sick and sent home earlier than your classmates, and you stay at home and like lay in bed, and maybe you'll even watch some like TV shows that you didn't even know existed because you never watched TV in the weekdays during these hours. Oh yeah, that was good. That was good. And then I transferred not long after that, and the new school is just equally as shitty. So did you even try to explain the reason to the principal? Oh no, I didn't. I didn't. Like, I was young and dumb, but I'm like not dumb enough, to try to justify like, oh, I put a thumbtack. I tried to put a thumbtack in your butt. Because I was angry, because I think even in my little brain, I still knew it was wrong. Oh my god. But yeah. And then there was a different school that I went to, which was the same school that my brother went to before he graduated, before I came there. And I remember, like, during one of the homeroom classes, the teacher comes in, starts taking your absentee and everything. And when it came to my name, Hyona Elatiora, and I was like, yeah, here. He looked at me. And he's like, you're the sister of this student, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah, that's my brother. And he's like, oh my god, your brother is like literally the best student that we had in the entire school. Oh my god, like, I'm so happy to have you in my class. You must be just as smart as him. You must be like the same genius as he is. And to make a long story short, I disappointed the fuck out of my homeroom teacher that whole year. So yeah. Oh god, you're gonna disappoint him. I did disappoint him. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Even some of the teachers, it's kind of like, what? Some of the female teachers, some of the ibu teachers were like, oh yeah, I remember your brother, handsome one, that one, very very handsome. And I'm like, can you guys not talk about how handsome my brother is, like, to his little sister, because you're my teacher, and that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird, and the moment anyone start like, but your brother is so handsome, if I was a few decades younger, okay, nope, you shut your mouth right now. Before I go and make a lawsuit to the school for like mental trauma or something. Okay, god damn it. Shut your trap right now. It's okay, dog, you're handsome too. Thank you. I swear to god. And then, oh god, I remember in this new school. Oh god, I feel kind of bad because I used to terrorize the hell out of my principal. I used to terrorize the hell out of my principal. So in this school, I didn't know what club I wanted to join, right? Some people like suggested that I go join like I go to the art club, the drawing club. But the thing is, as much as I already loved drawing back then, the art club kids are how do I say this? How do I say this nicely? The art club kids in my school back then, they were, how do I say it nicely? They were a bunch of dicks. So there you go. I thought you guys were just a bunch of young weebs who just want to draw animes and shit, but apparently everybody's a fucking like genius painter or some shit, and every single one of them was competitive as fuck over nothing, you know. We could have sessions like I had like a trial week where I stayed there as like a temporary member, and then decided whether I permanently want to choose the club or not. And during that trial, did you know that somebody shamed me because we were making like a drawing out of crayons, fucking Crayola ass shit. And then can you believe that like several of them came up to me and it's like, oh, you're the new girl, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah. So you like to draw? Yeah. Oh, what do you like to draw? Rats and flowers. And they're like, oh my god, let me see your drawing. And they're the type of kids who don't even ask whether like, can I see your drawing? No, you know, they just rats. Yeah, I drew a lot of rats back then. I don't know. I had a fascination with rats. Moving on. Yeah. And then it's like, they're the type of kids who like, for some reason, maybe their parents were never really taught them manners or something, and they're just like, they would just rip my drawing out of my hands, you know, not even asking like, can I? So may I? Can I? Okay, I know these two words are so alien to you little bunches of dicks, but you know, normally, politely, usually people say may I or can I before you do something. They don't. If I were gonna punch you guys, it's not like I'm going to punch you. It will be like, may I punch you? And then you'll say, huh? And then when you say, huh, I take it as affirmation and then I punch you. See, that's how human society works. Anyway, they would look at my drawing and then they're like, look, it's not even that good. Why did Mrs. Supervisor, whoever her name was, why did Mrs. blah 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 let you enter the art class? It's not even that good, you know. And then I'm like, okay, show me your drawing then. And you know what happened? What made you know what happened? What made all the rest of the art club members hate me? I took a look at their drawing and I laughed. I laughed real hard. Okay? Because like, I don't want to be mean or anything, but young Hyona was really mean, okay? So I took one look at their like sketchbook, opened the first page, and I laughed, you know. I don't think young Hyona ever laughed as hard as she did back then. She was like, the fuck is this shit? You know? They're like, it's my art. It's a sketch of a fishbowl that doesn't even have fish in it. Where the fuck is the fish? Like, at the fish, you fucking moron. Can you even draw? Look, like here's your stupid ass fishbowl sketch. Here's my stupid sketch of Naruto and Sasuke. I don't know. At least in my sketch, even though it looks like absolute garbage, you can tell that I was trying to draw Naruto and Sasuke. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to draw with this. It's just an empty jar. The fishbowl topic. Oh my god, I remember that this fishbowl argument got everywhere. To the point that in like the next club session we had, in like the next day, the next like after school session we had, for some reason, our teacher told us to draw like a living room. You know what happened? I drew I drew a fancy ass living room, okay? It was like, I'm not about to kiss my butt here. Maybe a little bit. Just a little kiss on young Hyona's butt. Mwah, you know? But like, I drew the fanciest living room you've ever seen. And in this living room, I remember I drew like a fish bowl in it. I don't know why. I was just like, I'll show you a fish bowl. So I drew a fish bowl in it with crayon, right? And then I see this jackass art club member, like, he starts like going around the room and like checking out other people's art, and then he went to me, he looks at my art and he's like, and then he immediately starts walking back to his table, and then he like starts drawing again. And later on, yeah, when we finally like completed the drawings and handed it to our teachers, and our teachers like put it up on the wall and something, you know what I see? You know what I see? This bitch, okay? This bitch who's not even, I don't know, who's probably not even old enough to learn how to properly tie his shoes or something. This bitch drew the exact same fishbowl as me. You know? You drew the exact same fishbowl as me. Okay? And I'm gonna say like, oh, Hyona, but like fishbowl's not original. I know it's not, but I mean like, I drew like a fishbowl with like one blue fish and one orange fish in it, and I put it in a certain position, and this dude just straight up copied me. You know? So yeah. After that incident, I got really angry, and then I got kicked out of art club because I ended up smacking the kid. It wasn't even a hard smack. I mean like, I raised my hand, told the teacher, hey teach, I think blah 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 is copying me, you know. And the teacher's like, oh, it is actually kind of similar. And this bitch did, you know, the kind of thing that annoying kids do when they're out of arguments, which is they start screaming. So here's me, right? Here's me trying to calmly explain to the teacher, hey teach, blah 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 blah. This dude next to me, I didn't do that. It's not true. I'm not a fucking liar. And I got so angry over the screaming that I smacked him. And then he cried. Then he called the parents, and then the parents yelled at me, and I was like, okay, fine. Oh my god. And then I got sent to the principal's office, and then the principal told me, maybe art club is not for you. And I was like, no shit. No, it's not that art isn't for me. Snobby little shits aren't for me, you know? And then the principal's like, why don't you join the home economics class? And I was like too young to understand what home economics were, so I asked him, what's home economics? I remember the principal struggled. I don't know why the principal struggled to explain to me what home economics were, you know? It was like, you do a lot of fun stuff there. What the fuck? Just like, I don't know what home economics is. And he's like, you can go ask your parents once you come home. And then later I would realize, did you not know what home economics is? What the? And then I went home and asked my mom, what's home economics? And she basically told me, it's basically like things that you do around the house to keep a household up and running. And I'm like what? Like cooking and sewing and, you know. And I'm like, oh, so stuffs that you do. And she's like, yeah, stuffs that I do. I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting. And I went to the home economics, and it was actually really pleasant. The home economics club was really pleasant, mostly because obviously at the time it was all girls, and most of them were like me, which means they didn't know where the fuck they wanted to go, and they're just like, oh, home economics. I tried that, you know. A lot of them sucked at cooking, I remember. I remember one of my juniors at that time, once I became old enough as a senior, I was like, in one class, we were making cake, right? And I was mixing the batter with like a hand mixer. And then one of my junior, like shyly came up to me and was like, Hyona senpai? And I'm like, yeah. Can I do the mixing? Sure. So I hand her the mixer, but I should have realized that this child has never ever held or learned how a mixer worked in her life, because I was mixing whipped cream, and then, you know, when you're mixing liquid, you don't pull the hand mixer into the surface because then the liquid goes everywhere. She did that, and I was like, it's fine, we'll clean the mess. And we cleaned the mess, and then once we had like another batch of cream, I asked her like, do you want to do the mixing again? And she told me, oh no, I just wanted to know what it's like to hold the hand mixer. And I was like, okay. But on to the part where I told you I terrorized my principal. So in home economics, our club, we make a lot of food. I mean, we don't just cook there. Cooking is a big part of it. Cooking is a big part of the club activities, but we do other stuffs too, like sewing, making clothes, mending clothes, even like repairing some stuffs if we have to. So if you're ever wondering how I learned to do this and that around the house, it's actually most from this club as well. We made a lot of food, right? And we made so much that sometimes we can't even finish it ourselves. So whenever we have leftovers, my teachers would always tell us to pack it up nicely and go around the school and find somebody who would buy the food from us. And, you know, considering that the after school activities are after school and kids don't like go home and have lunch all the time, a lot of hungry kids, so a lot of the club members would go around trying to find their friends, you know, and it's like, hey, like, I'm selling the food that I made in my club. Like today we made fried rice, you want some? Selling it pretty cheap, you know, pretty cheap. And because we're the ones who cook it, we know exactly what's in the food, you know. No sassy ingredients here. See, that's what they did. You know who I went to? Each time. Do you know who I went to each time I had to sell my food? You know who I went to? The principal. Each and every single time. And then it got so bad. And then I mean, he would always buy it. He's quite nice, you know. His office is always open. You don't necessarily have to be in trouble to even visit his office. And I would just like knock knock knock. It's like, oh, come in, Hyona. And I would like, food? And he's like, oh, like, how much are you selling? This much. That's pretty cheap. Okay, I'll buy it. And I'm like, okay, bye. You know. I remember this funny thing where that day for some reason some of my like junior members of the club decided to sell to the principal too. So we were making cupcakes, and my teacher handed me some, and it's like, go sell to somebody. And I'm like, okay. And I immediately went to the principal's office, and when I knocked into his door, it's just like, sir. And I just see him in his desk with like mountains of cupcake. And I guess he didn't see me because he kind of like mumbled like, no, I don't want any more cupcakes. And I'm like, sir? He's like, oh, it's you. I'm just like, cupcakes? Oh my god. And then he let out this big sigh, you know, just like. Then he takes out his wallet and just gave me cash. He's like, fine. Thank you, sir. Thank you, cancer. Poor principal. Sorry, I tormented the shit out of that principal. I mean, he was nice. It's just like I was too lazy. I was too lazy to like go around and ask people who wants to buy my cupcake. So yeah. The whole economy being brought by the principal. I remember one time while he's eating my food, he's like, you know, asking me, why do you always come to me to sell? You could go to the students, to other staffs, to the teacher. And I just shrugged and like, you never say no. Okay. I mean, like, you never say no. So like, is it really my fault? I remember he's like, well, if I said no, would you go away? No. If you rejected me, if you said no, I would sit there. I would stand there for hours in front of your desk, you know, just like, cupcake? Oh my god. It's funny. He's a good principal. He's a good principal. He should have, in my opinion, he should have gotten angry more because I think he's too nice, obviously. But he was a good guy. He was a good guy. I liked him. Some of my other principals, not that good. Not that good. There was, in one of the many schools that I had to attend, there was one where he was just so bad. So I can't believe this person was a principal. It was so bad that I would often joke to my friends that I think this guy doesn't even belong in a school. Like, he belongs in like in a jail cell or something. It got so bad, and it was obvious that all of the students hated him, to the point that years later, as like an adult now and everything, I got the news that this guy finally passed away, and the shoes of principal got passed to a different like staff or teacher. You know what happened? People celebrated. People celebrated. I've never actually seen like, you know, I've never for myself like seen actual people celebrating the fact that somebody died, but that happened. So yeah, he was that bad, you know. He was that bad. It was just horrible. Say what? Yeah, basically we the people who graduated from this school, one day as an adult now, years after we went to the school, got like a message. It's like, oh, by the way, like alumni, the principal passed. And I remember I'm still friends with some of the people that I met in that school. And I remember my friends just like chatted, you know, in like the group chat, in like the big group chat with all the alumni. So it was like, oh, did you hear that Mr. Blah 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 died? Oh, how did he die? Oh, he got into a car crash. Oh, and then all my other friends was like, let's go. Bad as in a bad person, or bad at his job? Bad as in a bad person. Bad as in a bad person. Bad as in he would prevent you from getting your graduation certificate if you forgot or refused to like donate a certain amount to the school. in which when we signed up for this school, this rule didn't exist yet. It just like suddenly existed when you finally need your like papers to go pursue a higher education and everything. That's straight up illegal, you know? That's straight up illegal. So, and that, what I'm telling you right now is the mildest. It's like the mildest of the fucked up shit that happened in my school. Thanks to this guy, okay? So, yeah, there's that. There's that. I remember for me, it was personal because I was young then, and I had to replace my friend in like some competitions. But the thing is, usually, I don't know how this works in every school, but usually if you're gonna insist on sending a student to a competition and like make them train for the competition because they're bringing your school name and everything, you could at the very least offer them compensation for classes, you know. At the very least, if you're not gonna give them a guarantee that their grades are at least gonna pass, I think you should give them at least more time for tests and everything. So like obviously I had to train for the competition and whatnot, and this principal just wouldn't let me back down from the competition. I had to train every day. So during those time, it was just hell for me because I would go to school and I would sit in my class, and then later some staff will come get me and it's like, okay, Hyona, it's time for your training. And I'm like, fuck, fine, I guess I'm missing class. And then I thought that, you know, oh, I guess it's fine that I'm like entering the competition and training and missing class, because I'm pretty sure even if I miss tests, at least like the teachers will give me like a special time for me to take the test, you know. But apparently no. Apparently no. So yeah, that's what happened. So on top of already sacrificing my studying time to go to competitions, my grades dropped real bad. Because anytime I told the teacher, I had to go to this competition during your test date, so can I take the test later? And the teacher's like, oh, no, that's not how it works. What the fuck? Can I ask the principal? And they're like, this is the rule that the principal gave. What the fuck? And you know what? You know what happened? I was actually surprisingly kind of good at the competition, even though I was only there to replace someone, right? I was kind of good at it, and then you know what happened? That really like ticked me off and really made me think, wow, I really wish a truck would hit you right now, you know. And it kind of did years later, so I don't know, power of manifestation, I guess. But like, I remember one day during one of the competition, he was there in the event. And like when I was done, he like came up to me and he's like, I was like, sir, what are you doing here? And he's basically like, oh, like I'm obviously here to accompany my student to go to this very important competition. And I was like, you never accompany me, so why now? And he's like, oh, you know, I just wanted to make sure that you did well, and you did very well. Okay, I guess after this you'll do fine on your own, right? Okay, I'll go then, bye bye. So later on I realized that because I ranked up surprisingly well to the point that the competition starts being held outside of our city, this bastard basically used like the school's money that's reserved for the things that I need for the competition, and then he uses it to send himself to the competition and to take a holiday. So like the competition is like a few days, right? It's not just one day. It took a long time, and later on I learned from his assistant that that's basically he did. He basically got a free holiday by quote unquote accompanying me, even though he didn't. So there you go, you know, there you go. That's what happened. And when that happened, I was like, wow, 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 fuck you. So you guys know what I did? Right after, like, look, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I did surprisingly well in that competition. Well enough that he got so braggy, he got so proud over nothing. And then when I finally returned back home and he told me that, okay, Hyona, you now, since you already won like this level of the competition, it's time for you to represent us in the bigger leagues. And I was like, no. You threw the game, I threw the game. So that's what happened. he didn't have any, but it's like, what do you mean you're gonna quit? I'm like, I'm quitting. I'm fucking quitting. Fuck you, you know, like. Oh god, I remember it got into like, we got into some really heated fights then, because I was in his office and there were also teachers and everything. And basically at some point I kind of like told him that, do you realize how stupid it is for you to demand that I leave my class, my learning, my friends, everything, isolate myself into a training room every day, yet not even give me a compensation for my time? You're not even letting me take a follow-up test. You're failing me, but you're using me to reap rewards from competitions. Okay? Like, that's fucked up. And then I remember, my goodness, guys, my goodness, if the whole thing about him getting a free holiday out of my competition is not bad enough, you know what he told me? I will never forget this. He told me, what am I gonna do about it? He basically told me, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? That's just how it is. And I was like, oh, I see. Okay, cool. So you know what I did? I went to one last competition and I threw it. I didn't just threw it, guys. You wanna know what I did? I made a deal with the rival schools. I made a deal with my own fucking rival from my rival school. Okay? I made a deal with them to intentionally lose the whole competition. Alright? I made a deal. I basically worked my way up to the very top. And then when I realized that I was gonna be in the final battle with my own rival, I contacted my rival and I told him, I'm throwing the game. He was like, what? I'm throwing the game. I'm losing. You take the crown, you know, I don't fucking need it. And they're gonna be like, Hyona, that's gonna devastate your school. I know. I know. I don't care. I don't fucking care. Okay? It just did it. So that's what we did. And I intentionally sucked in that final round. I was so bad. I was kind of ashamed at like how purposely bad I was being, but I didn't give a fuck, you know. And then after that was all done and I went home, the next day I went to school. I got sent to the principal's office and he demanded explanations, and I told him I'm done. You know, I'm done. So if you need somebody to go to these competitions again because for some reason our school name is just so important to you, even though you're not willing to contribute jack shit into all of this, get somebody else, you know. get somebody else. And I'm not gonna go into details here, but let me just say this. He tried to threaten me and my parents, sort of, you know. These kind of people, they're not gonna like blatantly say it until they lose their patience, but he tried to like softly pressure both me and my parents to get me back into competing and everything by like putting a spotlight to me, to his higher up. So like above the principals, there's like the board of education and everything, right? So he one day he got me into a meeting where basically I think what he wanted is that he wanted me to like, I don't know, meet somebody from the higher board of education, and maybe once I meet this person and like I realize like how important everything is, maybe I'll reconsider me retiring from the competition. Wanna know the funniest shit that happened? I went to that meeting. I opened the room, and do you know who was there? It's a friend of my parents. It's an old friend of my parents who I know pretty well. So when I walked into the room, this gentleman was like, "Oh, Hyona!" And I was like, "Oh, Mr. Blah blah blah, it's good to see you. It's been years." And then my principal was like, "You know each other?" "Oh yeah, we know each other. Like I've known Hyona since she was a baby." Oh my god. Get fucking wrecked, you piece of shit. My mom and Sue. Oh my god. What I did? Oh, I basically exposed my principal to this guy. Basically, this guy tried to stay neutral at first and say like, "Oh, Hyona, I heard that you're retiring, blah blah blah. Why? What happened?" And I just plainly said, "Oh, that's because I'm failing my classes." And he's like, how could you be failing your classes? Like, you're a bright student, like you would pass your tests." And then the principal tried to jump in. It's like, "Oh, it's obvious that maybe Hyona got too tired by the competition and she never studies." And I just said, "Oh, no. It's not that I don't spend time studying, but it's more like I'm not even being given a chance to take follow-up tests." And then he just looks at my principal and just like, "Huh?" Just like, "Lo?" Huh? Get fucked in the ass. And then like he started questioning my principal. It's like, why isn't she allowed to take follow-up tests, you know? And he tried to say, "I don't know. I mean, it must be her homeroom teacher." And then I said, "Actually, the homeroom teacher said that the policy was from you. And I've been trying to talk to you about this for like months now, but you always don't want to see me in your office. You pretend you're not there. Or you just give me a wishy-washy answer, you know?" So, yeah. So, basically, the meeting went well. Ended in a good note. I got sent home early by the board member. He basically told me, "Actually, you know what, Hyona? I think you're done here. You can go home. Like, is your parents picking you up?" I'm like, "Yeah, my parents are picking me up." "Okay, tell them I said hi. I'll talk to your principal." So yeah, that happened. And then the next time I had another fight with my principal is when I realized he was withholding one of my friends, what do you call it? Ijazah tuh apa sih? Degree? Not degree, like your graduation certificate. What do you call it? What do you call ijazah? Ijazah bahasa Inggrisnya apa, guys? Oh my god. Diploma, yeah. There was an incident where he held my friend's diploma because her family didn't have enough money to, you know, to pay for the surprise donation to the thing. So I terrorized the entire school, but like, don't tell people it was actually me. So there you go. Everybody, a lot of people got angry and I had to utilize it, so yeah, there you go. That's so scummy, it is. And it made me angry because my friend contributed a lot of stuff, a lot of like winnings in competition for this school as well, and she's just being disrespected by the principal like this. Like, how fucking dare you, dude? It's just so fucking stupid gitu loh. Kayak not getting your diploma because you haven't completed like your actual like semester fee. Okay, understandable. But not getting your diploma because you didn't pay for like a fucking surprise donation to the school. What the fuck? Remember, kids, corruption is bad. Remember. Oh my god, it was God, that school was so fucked up. So fucking fucked up. How did I even manage to survive going there? I don't fucking know. So that's what happened. So maybe you can kind of understand why when we as adults got the message that, hey, principal blah 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 died, everybody was like, let's go. Oh, hey guys, I just wanted to tell you, alumni, principal blah 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 passed away. Let's fucking go. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. God damn. You know what? I agree with all of your friends. God damn. Oh my goodness. And what made it worse for me is that because the principal was corrupt, it meant that he would allow teachers to abuse their jurisdiction as well. I remember back then there was a lot of cases where if you don't like if you get this teacher as your class, like let's say, oh, I got Mr. A for math this semester, and Mr. A might be the type of teacher who he'll have like special after school lessons in his house, like math lessons in his house. Some of the teachers would abuse their jurisdiction, and which means that the only way that you'll pass the class is if you pay and attend the special courses. Yeah. You get what I'm saying. And so it's like, God, I remember feeling so bad for my parents because like they already have to spend money to get me to school, and then like you have to spend money for school equipments and everything, and then like now you go to school and it's like maybe you have like 7 subjects, and like maybe 4 out of the 7 subjects, all of the teachers have their own separate special classes. So now you gotta pay up even more every single month for all of those classes, because that's the only way that you can pass, you know. And if you try to rally other parents, they just kind of already accepted it, you know. All the other parents, I remember my mom and dad were furious, and they tried to contact like the parents of some of my friends, and the parents were just like, hey man, what can we do about it, you know? What can we do about it? I just want my kid to just pass the class, you know? Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what happened. I felt so bad to my parents that I started taking like odd jobs, like odd part-time jobs, as soon as I was old enough to get them. Stuffs like retail, working in restaurants, being a waitress. I even took one where I would just be washing dishes and shit just to make like some extra money, because I felt so fucking bad for my parents for like spending this much like money for me when they really don't have to. So yeah, that happened. It was just so tiring, because like you go to school and you spend half the day there, and you spend another 1 to 2 hour going to your teacher's home, God knows where, attending some bullshit extra classes there just to make sure you pass, and then going off somewhere and like working part-time for at least 4 hours, and then going home in the night and not sleeping yet because you have homework, on top of other passions that you wanna damn, I was, you know, babbling about what younger Hyona does makes me realize, wow, I've grown old as shit. Where did all that energy and stamina go, Hyona? Hold on sebentar guys, saya takjub dulu nih. Saya mikir dulu, lah itu stamina saya kemana semua tuh? I'm just gonna like, wait, hold on a minute. Oh my god, you had so much energy, young Hyona. What happened? Now it's just like, I walk to the fridge. I deserve a rest. Aku tadi udah cuci baju. Bobok dulu. I deserve a nap. Oh my god. Me back then I was like, oh, I did school. I knew I had to do good in school. And then like I had extracurricular activities in clubs and shit. Sometimes the clubs would be so busy and I had jobs and shit. Like, how the fuck did you do that? Huh? You know? I guess, oh my god. Sometimes I wonder if that's the reason why when I finally got around to playing like I don't know, Persona 4. Oh my god, here comes the Persona. It's not a Hyona babble if it doesn't involve Persona. Is that why I like the Persona franchise so much? Because whenever I play it, the activities of the main character kind of like gives me reminiscent of how I used to deal with shit. The whole like going to school, and then after school you got some club, you know, and then you gotta tutor some snotty ass kid, and then in night you gotta like bash some monster's head into the floor. Holy shit. I don't know. It's funny. I used to do so much stuff. It gives you flashback. I guess it gives me so much flashback. Like, hey, I used to be like that. I used to tutor kids too. So there's that. Oke Palsu, thank you for the super chat. Me right now. Muka remaja, pinggang lansia. Betul. God, I used to do a lot of shit back then. Holy crap. It's kind of like surprising remembering all of that again. Oh my god. But yeah. God, and you wanna know the most fucked up thing was these corrupt teachers, they would enroll their kids to the school that they teach at, obviously, and they would make sure that they teach the class where their kid is at. Okay, so if my class is like class B and I happen to be the same class as the teacher's kid, you know damn well that you're gonna be taught by their parents. You know why? Because they're gonna rig the ranking system. Okay? They're gonna rig the ranking system even though they know damn well, sorry, your child doesn't deserve it. It's a whole ass conflict of interest. You're not supposed to do that. I remember in like some of the other schools I attended, I also had friends whose parents taught in the same school we attended, but the school doesn't allow them to, to intersect with each other because conflict of interest, obviously. This is like a complete opposite in my school. even the ranking system, it's unbe-fucking believable. My best friend back then was like the constant number one ranking because she's smart. She's so fucking smart, and that's why I love her. And I remember the moment we got into the same class as the teacher's kid, like that first semester, she got pulled down to like rank 9 from like constant rank 1, And you wanna guess who's at rank 1? Oh, I wonder who took the first rank. Even though they cried during the exams because they said they didn't study and they don't know anything about the subject. Wow! Wowie! There you go. It got so sad because I remember really disliking one of the teacher's kid. For anonymity's sake, we'll call her Daisy. Okay, we'll call her Daisy. I really didn't like Daisy. Okay, I could understand that. Okay, like your dad's an asshole, your dad's a corrupt teacher, but just because your dad's a dick doesn't mean that you're a dick, Daisy. Wrong. Daisy is also equally a dick, I guess it just runs in the family or some shit. Because turns out, Daisy is so spoiled and needy and constantly needs to buy the current most high-tech whatever, the most expensive phone that came out, the most expensive, computer, laptop, and if she was gonna bring a vehicle to school, it has to be something cool, to the point that one day, while I was getting an exam that was being watched by her father, a teacher, and like a different teacher, I sat at the very front, okay? And I hear her father basically like telling the other teacher that one of the reasons why he can't stop making the special classes and gaining money is because Daisy keeps on asking for new shit. It's because Daisy keeps on asking for new shit and he can't say no. And she's the type of person who she's the type of spoiled kid who just cries when she doesn't get what she wants. Fuck you, Daisy. Daisy, if you're watching right now, fuck you. It's not even just a fuck you, Daisy, it's like a fuck you, Daisy. God damn. And I was willing to like put up my hand and say like, okay, but like spoiled children, a lot of times they don't realize that they're spoiled. Okay, spoiled children's a lot of times like they don't realize it because for them that's just how things are. They just assume that that's how every parent raised their kids. If anything, maybe you should get angry at their parents, and that's what I thought until that day where we were getting our report and my best friend just got dragged from rank 1 to rank 9 with Daisy at number 1. I would have been fine I would have been fucking fine if she just like, like, okay, just like normally takes her report from her dad and walks back to her table and waits for other people to get called to receive their report. You know what she did? She got up, fucking skipping her legs and like, oh my god, I'm ranked number one, la 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 la. And then she goes there and thank you, sir. And then her own fucking dad is like, oh, don't worry, you deserve it. What? I just spit on both of them. And you know what she did that really got me angry? Instead of like immediately returning to her table, she went to me and my best friend's table and she bragged. She bragged to my friend. She bragged to my friend and told her, guess you can't be ranked number one all the time. God. God, if Lil Hyona was still there, I could feel that maybe remnants of Lil Hyona just like going nuts inside me, just like, do it, do the thumb texting. if there's little Hyona there still inside me, she would like go nuts, She would be like, do it again, do the thumb texting. Ya, kalau ada bocil Hyona tuh kayaknya aku udah lose control gitu tuh. Ayo Hyon, ayo paku payungnya Hyon. Oh god. God damn, I remember my best friend had to hold me back, I know some people joke a lot about like, hold me back, man, hold me back. That actually happened to me. I remember that like under our desk, my best friend just like immediately grabs my hand, I feel like she knew that my hands was gonna fly somewhere, it's gonna cause trouble. And she just kind of like took it, she's like, okay, like, yeah, good for you, Daisy, okay, Still holding my hand, just like, and I'm just like, let go of my hand, man. Let go of my hand. She deserves it, trust me. Oh my god. God damn. I really hated Daisy. Fuck my life, I hated her. Every time I try not to remember a lot about that period of school in my life because a lot of things sucked back then. But like, remember the stupidest thing that she did to me, Daisy, is that one day, yeah, while her and her like posse of friends were like hanging out in her table, they were talking about like skincare and makeup and whatnot, blah 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 blah. And I remember that one of her friends basically told her, oh, like, I used this lip tint, I think Hyona recommended it to me. And Daisy just like went like, what? Hyona recommended that to you? And I was like, yeah. You know what she did? She came up to me and she's like, Hyona, do you even know what a lip tint is? And I was like, yeah. Like, sometimes I have it in my bag, whatever. You know what she did? She grabbed my bag. She grabbed my bag and basically just turned it upside down and starts like rummaging through my bag and like pulling everything else inside it out, basically saying like, oh my god, you seriously have a lip tint? You bring lip tint to school? I wanna see, and she just starts like pulling stuffs out of my bag until she finally found the lipstick, and she just laughs at me with her friends. She's like, oh my god, guys, I can't believe that Hyona actually has lip tint. And I'm like, I thought this shit only happened in movies, guys. That's how fucked up it was. Okay, I thought this like dramatically annoying and cruel type of like popular girls only happen in like Disney Channel, you know? My name's Hyona and you're watching the Disney Channel, and then I start drawing the Mickey Mouse head and it's like yeah, I only thought it happened there, you know, maybe in like fucking, I don't know, in Big Time Rush, in iCarly, I don't know, Victorious, I don't know. Wait, that's Nickelodeon. Okay, never mind. So I was just like, I'm gonna use a fancy word here. I was flabbergasted. Gua kasih kata fancy nih. Bahkan udah bukan shock, udah bukan surprise. It's not even surprise or shock. I am flabbergasted. I am flummoxed. Like, Jesus Christ, these kids actually exist in real life? Like, what the hell? Oh my god. Oh, if you're wondering why she thinks that of me, after the whole shit that I had to deal with my principal, I got really edgy in school. I basically said like, fuck everybody and everything. I'm just here to pass the school and pass it with my homies. Everybody else can get fucked, you know, which means that I was that kid who would sit in like the back corner of the class with like hoodies on and like headphones in, you know, and like I would just spend break time just doodling and not talking to anybody unless you're my friend, right? Because I was so high and mighty and edgy that I think like, don't waste my fucking time, okay? Oh my goodness. And like I didn't like, God, I was young back then, you know. We were teens. I know some of the girls already started wearing makeup to school, but I didn't, and I never understood why the fuck. Nih ya, saya kasih tahu nih, saya kasih tahu nih kawan-kawan, kalau kalian ada yang pernah mau ngebully orang gara-gara mereka nggak pakai makeup, we goblok, gue tanya nih, kalau misalkan ada orang jelek ya, kalau misalkan ada orang yang menurut kalian penampilannya jelek, kok kalian yang marah? Hah? Kok kalian yang marah sih? Gue suka bingung gitu loh sama orang tuh kalau ngebully dari basisnya kayak dia udah nggak pakai makeup, kok lu yang marah sih? Lu tuh begonya kamu ini tuh genetik atau kebiasaan? Coba dikasih tahu saya itu tuh. Like, I don't understand. First of all, like bullying on the basis of they're so ugly. Why is it your problem that they're ugly? Karena yang lihat kita, so what? Lu juga tiap hari ngelihat mirror kan? Lu tiap hari ngelihat cermin kan? Itu yang lu lihat di cermin itu juga jelek gitu loh. Itu lo yang lu lihat di cermin juga jelek gitu loh. Kok lu komplain sama orang lain tapi nggak komplain ke diri lu sendiri sih? Suka bingung gua kadang-kadang. I don't get it, you know. I don't fucking get it. Like any type of like bullying over like they're so ugly. Why are you angry that they're ugly? What the fuck? because you're like ruining my eyes. Your face is ruining your eyes. I hope you never look at the fucking mirror. It's like the fact that, God, it's like it's always, and it's even worse when it's guys. It's even worse when it's guys. I swear to God ya. Kayak remaja kayak gitu. Oke, maaf ya guys. Remaja, cowok so iye, ngata-ngatain orang lain jelek. Lo juga jelek. Sini tak kasih tahu. Lo juga jelek anjing. You're also you ain't that handsome, buddy. I don't know how to tell you this. I know you live your life with most of the time your mom being super proud of you. It's like, my handsome son. my sweet little baby. I'll give you a little truth bomb here. Kamu juga tidak seganteng itu kok. Kamu juga tidak seganteng itu kok. You ain't that handsome, buddy. You know? You ain't that fucking handsome, alright? So like, chill out a little bit. Santai aja, bro. Baru juga SMP, baru juga SMA. Mbak nanti kalau udah kerja, turun gak tuh egonya? Bayangin lu ngerasa raja kok di SMP SMA gitu loh. It's kind of pathetic, my dude. Dare I say it? Kind of pathetic. Oh my god. I peaked in middle school. Nobody peaked in middle school. You're capping. Oh my god. I hated that. I hated the fact that back in my school, if you didn't like conform to whatever the hell the more like popular kids were doing, which is like wear makeup, badish brand. DJ Man, thank you. To be honest, your high school life would be featured in Harry Potter, and the audacity for this bitch. For real, on God. You're not the titular, by the way. Don't worry. I don't want to be the titular. You do shut them down eventually, right? Oh, I didn't. I'm not the type to like yell at them unless I think they've gone too far. If you mess with my friends, that's too far. But if you mess with me, honestly, I don't really give a shit because your opinion is trash to me. I only get pissed because, you know, why would you take out my things from my bag and just throw it around like that? That's rude. Okay? That's rude. That is so fucking rude. Why would you do that? So, what happened is that, you know how they said, you know how me and my friends found out that basically, oh, so you're telling me that all the money that me and my parents pay to your dad actually goes to you buying your phone. I see. And I know this doesn't solve the problem, but I wasn't trying to solve the problem. I was just trying to be evil right now. So me and my friend kind of thought, I see. Would be a shame if something happened to said phone. Would be a shame if like, oh no, it would be such a shame if we were having our weekly Monday school meeting and there's so many people and everybody's rushing to get back to class. Would be a shame if somebody, not gonna say who, would be a shame if somebody decides to stretch her leg. Oh, I got a little cramp here. Aduh guys, kram kakiku gitu. So I no, it wasn't me, it was somebody else. You know, this is a hypothetical question. Like, it would be a shame if like hypothetically somebody stretched out their legs and made Daisy fall while she was recording shit with her phone, thus breaking the phone because it hits the pavement. Oh, yeah, anyway. It wasn't me, guys. It wasn't me. It's a hypothetical. Ini hipotesis saja. It wasn't me, you know? Wasn't me. Must have been the wind. So, yeah. So, yeah. But it turns out, you know, the hypothetical thing actually happened. So, yeah. That would be a shame. Oh my, how careless of that person. Ah, Daisy. You really should have been more careful. Holy shit. Did the phone hypothetically broke? Oh yeah. The phone hypothetically broke, and Daisy hypothetically cried, and she hypothetically had to be excused and see her dad because she just can't take one day in the school without her phone. So yeah, Daisy, you're so clumsy, you know. Who trips over a wind, Daisy? I thought you were Daisy. I thought you were rank 1 in class. What is this? What is this clumsiness? I thought you got like perfect scores in PE that you definitely deserve. There's no way you're this clumsy. You're so silly, Daisy. You're so fucking silly. Well, oopsie daisy, I guess. Well, I guess oopsie daisy, you know. God, Daisy, I thought you were supposed to be superior than all of us. Oh my god. But yeah. This is why I tell a lot of my friends that I made, some of the people that I'm friends and just met in adulthood, whenever we discuss like, oh, I think we would have been friends in like when we were younger, like maybe in middle school or high school, I would have been like, no, you wouldn't have liked me when I was younger. Why not, Hyona? Because I'm evil and mean, you know. I'm evil and mean. Right now, like, I'm not saying I'm not evil or mean now, but it's more like it would take more for me to obviously start getting evil and vengeful and bitter and mean now. But back then, you could just like annoy something so trivial for me and I'll start being evil with you. So yeah, it's that. Now it's like now adult Hyona is like, no Hyona, you can't do that. Why not? Because you'll get sued, you know. Younger Hyona was like, don't do that. You'll get sued. What's a lawsuit? I don't know. Well, guess it doesn't matter. Well, I guess it doesn't matter then. I do not understand that word, therefore it doesn't exist. Oh my goodness. No wonder all the teachers loved my brother. He was a good kid. Whose law and why is he wearing a suit? This unbelievable, man. Holy shit. I just wanted to have like a nice, chill school experience. I don't know whether it's the fact that I went through so many schools and had to like change schools and change homes and like hometowns and locations so much. I don't know what is the reason that makes it so crazy for me sometimes when I look back. In my defense, Your Honor. In my defense, Your Honor, I didn't think that the thumbtacks would actually go that far into the bum. You wanna go back to school, Doc? Fuck no! Fuck no! Being in the same room as teenagers and kids, ew! What? God. Like, I hate adult people as they are. People who aren't adults, fuck off. Why the fuck would I do that? Saya orang dewasa aja banyak gak suka, apalagi dikasih yang gak dewasa, mampus. The only kids I will always tolerate is just my niece and nephews, and that's it. And like maybe back then, like the few kids that I had to tutor back then, but like that's it. There you go. Anybody other than that, you can go walk outside the door. I don't care. Congratulations, you have become old. I know. Oh god. Why is school always so crazy? There we go. There we go. Yeah. There we go. And if you're expecting me to say like, did you have any spicy romance stories in school? No. Most of them were sad. most of like teen Hyona's like any sort of romantic encounter, most of them were sad. For like a good fucking reason. So yeah. Everybody's asking like, do you have a good spicy? At that age? No. Oh my god. You had romance surprisingly. I know, right? Surprisingly. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah, I remember the one. Yeah, you guys still remember the one I told you about, like me ending up liking the person who was my best friend at the time. Yeah, it didn't go well. Didn't go well. It didn't go well. But have you guys ever liked somebody when you were just a teenager and thinking that you had a shot with them, only to get ghosted for years, and then for some fucking reason the universe think it'll be funny if you meet each other again as adults? Ever had that happen to you? Because for me, hypothetically, yeah. God, I fucking hate it when that happens. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, Teen Hyona, what did you get yourself into? A sojo manga plot? Nah, not a sojo manga plot. It's just a fucked up story plot. Holy shit. Yes. Let me shake your hand. I know. If that happened to you, let me shake your hand. God, I remember in my school, high school specifically, I remember in my high school, specifically, I remember, God, it was really chaotic. You know how sometimes kids would like get real competitive over titles in yearbook? Right? Right? Oh, Aruri, thank you! Welcome! Good evening! Thank you! I hope you're having a good evening. Oh god, what was I saying? Alright, right. You know how kids would get competitive over titles in yearbook? Oh god, I remember when like in my high school, they finally decided that in my year, finally, they would add the best couple category in the yearbook. Oh my fucking god. Dude, guys, the competition, the freaking competition for that, oh my fucking god. It was, oh god, I know. Who thought that was a good idea, right? Who thought that was a good idea? Did I win any title? No, I didn't. But like, did I win any title? Fuck no. But like, oh god, the best couple. Oh god. You know how competitive it got in my school? It would go to the point that the couples who are nominated would try to bribe people to vote for them, you know? It was so crazy. I remember like this girl in my class and her boyfriend got nominated, and she would like every day go around class and pass around snacks and candies and cookies, and she would tell like hey, you hungry, here's some food, and like don't forget to vote for me and my boyfriend, all right? And like and I was like thanks, but I don't really vote for them. Oh my god, what genius came up with this? Oh my god. It's even worse because god, it's even worse. It's even worse because I know that she and her boyfriend actually don't go along well. If anything, I think she should break up. I remember that her boyfriend makes her cry every day. It's so sad, you know. I wish she would break up. I seriously, it's been so long after high school. I don't even know what they're doing now because I'm not in contact with most people from school and everything. But it's been so long and I don't even know what they're up to right now, but I sincerely hope they're not still together. I don't even know. Are they still together? I don't know. I sincerely hope they're not still together. The guy would always make her cry. The worst was we were having like our final exam, right? And he made her cry in the middle of the exam. If you want to know why he made her cry, it's because the girl wouldn't let her boyfriend cheat off her. So he started smack talking her. And she cried in the middle of our like final chemistry exam or something. It's that bad, okay? That's why I couldn't process the fact that this girl would just walk around and try to bribe people to vote for her and her guy as best couple. My god, toxic relationship. God, it was so awkward. It was so awkward because I got stuck in the same class as they did for the exam. Because you know how like in final exam they would like kind of like change up the seatings a little bit to make sure you don't like take seat next to somebody you could cheat out of. And I got stuck in the same class as them. God, it was so fucking... It's just horrible, but also kind of funny if I could say that. The guy just basically went like the moment the teacher who were supposed to observe our exam and watch us went to the toilet, he just immediately went to his girlfriend's desk and just like, oh, tell me the answer for number this. And the girl was like, what? No, you said you were gonna study. And he got so angry. And he started calling her stupid and everything. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's weird. Are they still together now, even like years after high school? I don't know. It's like, what the fuck? Guys, don't... If your partner talks to you like that, if your partner degrades you like that, dump their ass. No. Put some thumbtacks in their seat first and then dump their ass. There you go. Okay? You don't let anybody talk to you like that, especially not somebody who's supposed to love you, alright? Glow. Yeah, emang glow. Drop them right now. Drop them like they're a sack of hot potatoes, you know? It's not even fucking worth it, okay? It's not even fucking worth it. I just get sad, you know. I get sad because something similar like that happened to a close friend of mine during like my high school years. And God, I remember I was already old enough to be able to like bring a car sometimes to school, most of the time I always exclusively bring motorcycles, right? Because it's just more convenient that way. But when I think that my friend, this particular friend of mine, is not having a good day, especially with her boyfriend, I would always bring a car because I would always make sure that she comes home with me and not her boyfriend. Just one time I just couldn't take it, and I just asked her like, why the fuck do you still stay with this asshole, you know? And I was young and inexperienced myself at that age. And, you know, I'm young, stupid, and even at that age, I was too tired to, like, pursue relationships, I think. I still am now, but, like, back then, it's just, like, it wasn't really the focus for me. So I basically I just don't understand, you know. I just didn't understand. Maybe because I wasn't in her shoes and I've never really like, you know, liked somebody so badly to the point that I'd let them say anything or do anything to me and just forget, you know, forget the fact that I'm hurting. So maybe I am being insensitive back then. Maybe I just don't know what it's like to be in their shoes or something. But I just remember, like, in that car, like, God, it was so fucking stupid. I see her just getting screamed at by her boyfriend, and I had to drag her out. I had to drag out this girl from our school grounds. And I remember the boyfriend wasn't having any of it. So then I got into a fight with the boyfriend, and I got shoved by him, and I shoved back, and then my friend got a little bit pissed because she's like, Hyona, don't shove my boyfriend like that. And I was like, I love you, but shut the fuck up right now, okay? Holy shit. And then a teacher saw that and broke us up, and I just bolted with my friend, you know. I would just, nah, bitch, you're coming with me. And I just like ran with her, just like ran, like take her hand and just like, you're coming with me, you're coming with me. Hermisto, thank you for the super chat. Oh my god. And that school, this particular school of mine, we don't have a parking lot technically. So anybody who brings like big vehicles like cars to the high school, we would have to park actually kind of far away from the school, right? And I just remember getting out of the school gate and then walking all the way to my car that I parked so far away from the school. The whole walk there, she just kept crying, you know. She just kept crying, and I didn't say anything because I was shocked, you know. I've never had a friend get angry at me for trying to protect her, you know. I've never had that in like, well, I was young, but like in the very very young years I lived then, I've never had that happen to me, and I still had to process things myself, you know. I was just like, I can't believe she yelled at me because I got angry at her boyfriend for talking shit, for screaming at her. What the fuck? And then we got into my car, and then she would just cry and cry. I didn't even drive, you know. I didn't even start the car or anything. We just sat there and she just cried, and I finally asked her like, why do you stay with that person? You know, he treats you like shit. And I feel like her answer, it's my first time in my life, I think, seeing with my own very eyes like toxic relationship. Obviously growing up, like I've heard stories of it, and like see it in like TV shows or whatever, but I've never experienced or watched it with my own eyes until that point. And then I remember her answer freaking broke me. She basically told me that obviously she's scared of him, she's not happy with him but she's scared that if she leaves him, then nobody else would love her, you know? And now as adult Hyona, if you tell me that, I would immediately smack you and say like, that's not true, you know? That's not fucking true, all right? God, that shit broke me so badly. It's a now as an adult I realize and learned enough to know that that's a kind of common thing when it comes to why people stay in like bad relationships and everything, you know? Because some part of you, whether you want to admit it or not, kind of depends on them. And I remember I just like sat there and let her cry. And I just told her like what teenage Hyona could say, you know, with her very limited wisdom. If you can even call what I had then wisdom, I just told her that that's not true. That's not true, you know? And she's like, how do you know that's not true? And I just told her, you know how, like, our friend, one of our close friends, you know how her parents got divorced and her mother remarried, and she keeps telling us about how much happier her mother now is with her current husband. She's like, yeah. And I just told her, I don't know, but I guess if things like that could happen, isn't that proof that, you know, like, you don't always have to fight so hard to get your happily ever after in your first try, you know? Because I think that's kind of unrealistic. Like, I know this dude is like your first love, your first ever kind of serious relationship. I know you guys were planning to go to the same university. And then I know you said after university, you're gonna get married, have babies. Stero, thank you. Good job on saving her from that toxic, thank you. Thank you. What a good convenient example, but well, it's what I believed in, you know. It's like the simplest thing I could believe in as like younger Hyona. So yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. And I also told her like, you know how our senior, like, you know how we thought our senior would end up with her boyfriend back then, but turns out they broke up and now both of them are dating other people and they're both happier? Yeah. You know? Yeah. So, you know, I know this is your first boyfriend and you think you have your entire life planned out with each other and everything, but sometimes things just don't go the way you think they will go, you know? And when that happens, you don't have to fight so hard for it. If you think that the only thing it's gonna give you is just misery, what's the point, you know? What's the point? God damn. And then she told me that basically sometimes she stays because even though he's mean to her and calls her names and shouts at her and whatnot, like sometimes he'll be super nice to her. And I had to ask her like, okay, but if he's done that so many times, you know, hurt you and then be nice to you, so you stay with him. If he's done that so many times, how do you have guarantee that he's not gonna do that again, right? If somebody does that to you a lot of times, then what is the guarantee that they won't do it again? You don't have a guarantee. Like, jaminannya apa gitu loh. Kayak, oke, kamu dijahatin nih sama pasangan kamu. Terus kamu bilang ke saya kalau kamu mau stay gara-gara kadang-kadang dia baik sama kamu. Kamu itu punya pasangan bukan buat kadang-kadang dibaikin. You don't get a partner, okay? At least ideally, I don't want you to get a partner so they could be nice to you sometimes. Okay? That's not no, okay? Yeah. Why are you settling for kadang-kadang? Why are you settling for sometimes? You know you deserve better than that. You know? And after that, she just after I tried to talk her out, she just kept on crying. And they later on they did break up, and it wasn't pretty. But she asked me to be there when she broke up with him, so I was there. You wanna know the funniest shit? The fact that the guy knew he was getting dumped, and he did a last ditch effort to bring her back. You know what he did? You know, when his girl told him like, can we meet here? Can we meet here? Also, I'm bringing Hyona. I have something important to tell you. This dude, this is how you know, okay? People who are like that, a lot of them, they know they're jackasses, okay? And that's why they're projecting to you, alright? A lot of mean people, they deep down inside, they know they're not good people, and that's why they project to you and shit. And I feel like it's maybe the same with this guy, because he came with like flowers and chocolate, you know? He came with flowers and chocolate. And my friend hasn't even said anything. It was really funny, by the way, because my friend, she's so small. She's a very small, sweet girl, right? So, like, height-wise, not very tall. And then there's me behind her, wearing like a black hoodie, hood up, and I'm just sitting there crossing my arms, like right behind her, you know, just like... just like a freaking shadow behind her, you know, just like like as I see the guy walk from afar and get to like where me and my friend are standing, I could see that he kept on eyeing me, you know, just like what the fuck is Hyona doing there? And I was just like, sup. Oh my god. So he came with flowers and chocolate, and my friend hasn't even said anything. My friend only said like, okay, so, and this guy immediately, like, I remember he cuts her off and just like starts begging, you know, starts saying like, I know our relationship hasn't been that good, I'm sorry, sometimes I lose control, whatnot, blah 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 blah, I will be better, blah, blah, blah. And I remember my friend just like turn around and look at me, you know, and I just shook my head, just like and then my friend was like, I'm sorry, but I think it's better if we break up, you know. I'm sorry, I think it's better to break up. And when she said that, I kind of like nodded behind her, just like, Oh god, he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy about it, and he got kind of physical. Oh god, I hate it when that happens. He got kind of physical, in which he starts throwing the flour and chocolate that he brought to my friend. So I had to like yank my friend behind me. So the chocolate box ends up bouncing on my head, which, ow. I wasn't even thinking. I feel like knowing this guy, I was kind of scared. I was actually kind of scared, you know, not gonna lie. I was actually kind of scared if this guy was gonna get physical or rough. And the moment he started like doing something like really fast, I just like immediately like just like yanked my friend behind me, you know, just like nah. God, if you asked me, like, Hyona, how are you so brave that you? No, guys, I wasn't brave. If I had to be really honest with you guys, anytime this happens, anytime I have to like go in confrontation with people, it's scary, you know. I'm scared too, but it's more like I can't tell my friend that I'm scared too, because at that moment she needs me to be brave, you know. So it's more like that. It's more like it's not that I don't feel fear. I feel a lot of fear, okay? I'm a pussy, yo. Let me tell you one fact about Hyona Elatiora. She's a pussy. Kinda literally, because I'm a Black Panther, get it? With like literally I am, you know. So like I was scared. I was really scared of this guy going nuts and just like hurting me, hurting my friend. I was scared, you know. I was scared that he might even bring in his friends, and then if I have to fight, I don't just gotta fight and protect my friend, but I gotta fight like not just one guy, but like several guys, you know. And if they beat me up, what happens then, you know? So I was actually very scared. But when that happened, I kind of got like a shot of adrenaline the moment he threw the flowers and chocolate. The moment the chocolate just like smacked my forehead, I was like, "Pack!" You know, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. And my friend tried to leave, you know. My friend was obviously scared because things are getting heated. So she like, you know, grabbed me and just like, Hyona, let's just leave. But he wouldn't have it, you know. He tried to like grab my friend. He's like, you're not going anywhere. Mau kemana kamu? You're not going anywhere. And at that point, I feel like my anger kind of makes it. When you get that angry over seeing you and your friend get violated and disrespected like that, you kind of forget about your fear for a moment, you know. So so I like, you know what I did? I T-posed. I T-posed. I like turned around, looked at him, and I basically T-posed. You know, I basically, I literally T-posed. Like I stretch out my arms and I just like, you know, no, you're not touching her. You're not touching her, you know? And if he moved to the right, I would move to the right too. If he moved to the left, he would move to the left too. And he got so pissed that he grabbed me. He grabbed me by the collar, and when that happened, I kind of like snapped out of my adrenaline. I just like, oh god, it's happening. I'm about to get punched by this dude, you know. And he just like, you know, do the whole, you know, when guys try to threaten you, it's like don't make me hurt you. I will hurt you. No, tipikal din kaya, kamu mau disakitin. Saya bisa nyakitin kamu. Gue ini bisa nyakitin kamu. And I remember I got I don't know why I said this, but I told him that basically he shouldn't be proud over the fact that, you know, why are you proud of the fact that you're hurting girls? Like, if you hurt Tyrannosaurus Rex, if you hurt John Wick, if you hurt Naruto, I'd be, wow, so fucking cool, so impressed, you know. You're hurting a girl, about to hurt a girl at least. Like, why the fuck are you proud of that? That's so fucking pathetic. I didn't even say much, you know. All I said is just that, you know, he kept on saying like, kamu mau gua sakitin. And then I just said, bangga. You tried to reason with him? Oh, no, I wasn't trying to reason with him. I was trying to mock him. I knew I was gonna get punched either way, you know. I knew I was gonna get punched either way. It's inevitable. But it's like, if I'm gonna get hurt, at the very least, I wanna go out with a bang. So I just said that. I just said like, bangga. Oh my god. And yeah, he did end up punching me, so there you go. Did it hurt? Yes, it hurt, okay? Wow, guess what, guys? Being punched in the face hurts. Guess what, dudes? Being punched in the face hurts. Wow, who could have thought? He punched me. I kind of like dropped to the ground and I hear my friend just like screaming. You know what I did? Because like he punched so good, he punched me so good that I kind of like laid down there on the floor, just like, oh wow, that's a good punch, you know, just like, oh wow, that's a good punch. You know what I did? My friend tried to grab me and like raise me up and everything, but he tried to grab her, right? So I did the only thing I could, which is I grabbed his knees and dragged him down with me. Aku tuh bingung guys, aku nggak tahu mesti ngapain kan. Kayak aku udah ditonjok, sakit gitu kan, pusing gitu kepala ini. Terus ini orang mau nge-grab temen aku nggak mau kan. Jadi waktu dia lari kayak mau ke temen aku, itu lututnya dia aku grab gitu loh, kayak gitu. Oh my god. No one interfered. No. Nobody interfered because we were at the school's garden. Nobody goes to the school gardens after school. It's a lame ass place. Oh my goodness. God damn. Not even the teacher. Now, my friend eventually, she still tried to help me up, you know? So imagine like me, right? Dragging her boyfriend, well, ex-boyfriend down with me, and now me and the ex-boyfriend is just rolling around, punching and like grabbing anything I could grab out of this guy, you know, just like a couple of teenagers fighting. And she stayed there and she was kind of confused because like, I guess if you're in her position, you don't know what to do. If you try to drag me, you might get grabbed by the dude, and me being like straight out punch and tired and everything, I might not be able to prevent that. So he might drag her God knows where. So I basically told her to run and find a teacher. I told her to run to and find a teacher, and she did. Which means that for the duration it took her to run to like the nearest teacher's room and find a teacher, I had to handle this guy. I had to make sure he doesn't run after my friend and try to grab her, because I don't think I could, like, speed-wise, I don't think I could be able to chase after him. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is, you know, never in my life did I think that the self-defense classes that sometimes my dad gives me would come to play. Yet here we are. You know those scenes that's like, "Hi, my name's James. Now, you must be wondering how I got into this position. Well, funny story." And it's like, and then it goes to like the flashback and everything. That's me. That's me. Like, "Hi, my name's Hyona. You must be wondering how I got into this." What did you do? See, here's the thing. A little funny story about my dad. My dad's a big muscly guy, right? My dad's a big muscly guy, and whenever my brother and I got into fights, and whenever it got into physical, you know what he would do? If he can't break us up with like scolding, he would just like, hey, you two, break it up, you know? You know what he would do if we don't break up our fights? He would literally try to get us to drop on the floor, and he would like he would like kind of like put our heads between his elbows, but not tightly. I never get hurt. Me and my brother never get hurt. But the point is that it's to subdue us, you know. It's to subdue us. So yeah, there you go. That's what he does. Basically, he doesn't hurt us. Okay, he doesn't hurt us. I could still move like every single part of my body. It's just when your head is locked like that, you get disoriented. You get disoriented, and we would just stay there until me and my brother like say sorry or like calm down, you know. My dad would just do that. We would just sit on the floor, and it's like, you gonna stop? You two gonna stop? Gonna say sorry to each other? And if I said like, no, you know, he would just, oh, okay, we're staying here, you know? And as I grew older into a teenager, sometimes my dad would actually try to teach me some really useful self-defense techniques and everything. I learned how to break somebody's arm. I didn't actually break somebody's arm, you know, but basically my dad taught me that, Hyona, if a no person ever pushes you down, pins your hand like this, you could slip your hand here, and with just enough force, you could break their arm. And I was like, whoa. It's like, wow. And he would always say, yeah, but only use it in dangerous situations, Hyona. Okay. Oh my god. Wait, seriously? Yeah. I thought, you know, most of the time, because at that point, I don't really get into like dangerous situations. I listened to him whenever he told me that, but never really believed it or anything until actually like a few months ago, I got a YouTube recommendation that teaches like the exact same technique as he did. Basically, like if you get pinned down with your arm beside your head like this, there's actually a way for you to like slip your hand somewhere, and with enough force you can kind of break their arm. But back to the topic. So I had to handle this guy, right? And while oh god, this guy was so fucking handsy, you know? This guy was so fucking handsy. He would like punch me, kick me in my like torso. That hurt, you know? That hurt. My fucking ribs, dude. And he would like pull my hair and everything. By the way, pulling a girl's hair, that's so dirty, dude. Like, don't touch my fucking hair, okay? My hair's beautiful. Don't touch it. Ew. And while I was getting beaten down, I could only remember my dad. I could only remember my dad and the fact that he used to like, you know, like keep me and my brother in that kind of hold, to keep them like, at least to help them get disoriented, to help to like make us get disorientated and subdue us. So I I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't exactly know how to do it the way my dad does it. Because my dad perfects the technique and tries to teach me, but I never took it seriously, right? So I don't actually know how to do it. So what I did, this is my best way of explaining it, okay? This is my best way of explaining it. I know it's not gonna make that much sense. Bear with me. This guy is on top of me, right? First, I kick him. I kicked him in the ball. I kneed him in his balls, and it gets him distracted. And in that moment of distraction, I roll over to get myself on top, and then I sit on top of him. Okay, I sit on top of him. I made sure that this guy was facing down. I made sure this guy was facing down. And I sit on top of him, on like his upper back and everything, you know, and just like really try to put my entire weight on this guy, you know. And then I choked him with my elbow. Oh my god. Yeah, that's basically what I did. I don't know whether I can get the image across. Let me just draw it for you guys. You know what? I'm drawing right now. Supposedly. So it's basically this, right? This is the dude here. Oh god. Hold on. This is the dude here. And oh god, why does it keep switching into a... And this is basically me. Just basically me on top of the dude. This is basically me on top of the dude. Yep, there you go. That's basically me. That's basically me on top of the dude. Yeah, that's like that. That's like that. I got the spirit. Oh my goodness. God, it was in the garden. It's so dirty. It's so dirty. My uniform was so dirty. Holy shit. Choking him, yeah. If it's from a bird's eye view, it will be like this. This is him. This is him, right? And this is just me choking him, you know. It was just be me trying to, oh god, why is my pen acting like this? It was just be me choking him. If that makes sense. That will be me, okay? And he's strong, obviously. He weighs more than I do, obviously, right? So anytime he starts to like push up his way to like roll me over again, anytime he starts to push up again, you know what I do? Why am I telling this story? This is ridiculous. You know what I do? I take my leg anytime, because I don't know what to do, guys. Aku tuh nggak tahu mesti ngapain kan. So anytime that happens, I knee him in this spot, in his groin. Yeah, I kicked him in the ball again. Not kick, but more like I kneed him in the balls again, you know. I don't know what to do. Aku nggak tahu mesti ngapain. And that happened for like at least 2 times, you know, because he's so strong and I don't know how else to subdue this man. Oh my god, Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, that happened, and eventually my friend comes back with the teacher, and yeah, our parents got called and everything. Our parents got called and everything, but you know, once the teachers realized that he basically punched me first, you know, and my friend is there as a witness. Oh yeah, and there's also this thing called a CCTV monitor. Thankfully I didn't get into trouble. Oh my goodness. So yeah, there's that. This is practical self-defense. No, it's not. The practical self-defense is to confront your toxic ex-boyfriend in a crowded environment, okay? I think that was a big lesson for me and my friend. I think it was a big lesson for me and my friend to never do those kind of confrontations again if we know that this place won't have any people on it, because back then we thought we'd do it somewhere quiet so we don't attract any attention, you know, because I don't want my friend to get embarrassed and to like save her some pride, you know. But now it's like, man, fuck your pride. If you're gonna do that kind of confrontation, do it in a crowded place. You know why? So if there's any balls that needs kicking, maybe some good Samaritans will join in on the ball kicking. maybe like next time you wanna have like confrontation, do it in a public space. Do it in a public space where there's a lot of people. I mean, I'd join. Just community. Hey guys, I'm kicking my toxic ex-boyfriend's balls. Wanna join in? Oh hell yeah, man! I love kicking. I love kicking the balls of toxic ex-boyfriends. Hey, join in, buddy. Oh my god. Bro, mau ikutan nggak, bro? Rate boss. Oh god. God damn. I think it's my first time ever in my life I actually got that scared, you know? Because like I don't think like all of the other like maybe a bit dangerous physical stuff that happened to me like doesn't always necessarily involve somebody just straight out like punching and trying to beat the shit out of me. And it was my first time experiencing that, like, fuck, you know, I might actually die. Fuck, you know, I might actually die. The only other time I felt that fear, you know, that fear of like, oh shit, okay, I guess I might die. You know, I guess I might die is that story I told you guys of how I got robbed when I was in school, when I was in university to be exact. Yeah. Just going home and I got robbed and I got slashed with a knife right under my breast. So there's that. There's a cool that's a I don't know, that's a cool scar, I guess. Now anytime I change clothes in front of people, they're gonna be like, Hyona, what's that scar under your boobie? Oh, glad you asked. But that one time I thought I was gonna die because this dude tried to rob this fucking tired ass university student. And then I was like, what? And then he slashed me and I was like, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Oh my god. Life is scary. People is scary. People are fucking scary. Holy shit. Holy shit, a scar? That's kinda hot, not gonna lie. Yeah, I know people are gonna say that. I know people are gonna say that. I just don't know whether it's me having to go through living in dangerous places or what, but like if I could pray to the universe, I would just be like, can y'all give me a break? Can y'all give me a goddamn break? Bisa nggak sih saya dikasih break dikit gitu? Halo? Capek tau nggak? boleh nggak sih kayak every time I tell stories of what happened as I grew up and everything and became an adult and everything, people always tell me like, oh my god, your life is so your life is so eventful, you should be grateful. Should I at this point? Maybe I would have preferred if the things that happened in my life didn't happen, you know. Maybe I would have preferred having a boring ass life, you know. No delinquents, no school fights, no fucked up young crushes, no rivals, no corrupt principals, you know. It's like how did you survive even until now? You want to know the secret? It's not really a secret. It's more like, I guess, a bad habit, I guess, if you could call it that. I get way more panic when somebody else gets hurt rather than me getting hurt. So whenever I go through something fucked up and it leaves me physically injured or anything, I handle that kind of better than I do versus somebody else getting hurt, versus my family getting hurt, or maybe like my friend getting injured, you know? Something like that. So when I got injured, like for example, the whole event of me getting robbed and then like getting slashed under my breast, I drove myself to the hospital. You're gonna ask me, how did you even stay calm? I don't know. It's more like when pain gets inflicted to me and I realize that it's just me and I don't have anybody else that could help me at that moment, my brain goes into autopilot, you know? You know, my brain just kind of like shuts down, but not in a bad way. It's like it goes to autopilot, and I kind of force myself to not really think about like, oh, this hurts, oh, I want to cry. I kind of make myself think like, okay, you're injured, you should go to the hospital, you know. Plus when you do get inflicted pain, it doesn't really register. Yeah, you're right. Pain doesn't automatically register. Yeah, you're right. Pain doesn't automatically register. And I kind of like make it a point that whenever I feel pain over getting sick or anything of the like, I use that window of the pain not registering to just immediately do what I gotta do. So if I have to get myself into a car and start driving, I drive, you know. So when it's yourself, you could handle it well. Yeah, when it's myself, I'm like a bit less panicky. But when it's other people, I panic a lot, you know. I panic, even though like professionally, I know I shouldn't, but I do panic. I get it. Oh, A happens, I need to do B, yeah, something like that. It's just this weird autopilot that I go through. So yeah, there you go. Now that I think about it, I got a lot of scars. Why do I get injured so much? Gosh, why do I get injured so much? I guess it is because the pain doesn't register. Oh my god. That's hot. No, it's not. I got the one right under my boobie. I got the one on my ankle. I got the one on my back. That one isn't pretty, you know, so there you go. There's more. I don't know, man. Weird ass life. God. I got this. Well, this one not a lot of people know because I always wear gloves, but I actually have a burn mark. Oh, James Norman, welcome to the James Norland, there you go. Spelled it properly. Welcome to the clinic. Have a speedy recovery. I think I told you guys this, but not a lot of people know I have a burn scar on my left hand. I look, if you're expecting me to have a cool ass story behind my scars, no. I'm about to disappoint you. Prepare to get disappointed. Like, example number 1, the burn mark. Oh my god, Hyona. Did you try to save someone from a burning building? Oh my god, Hyona, burn scar. Did you get it doing something heroic? Like save a kitten from a burning building? God, I wish. No, I burned it while I was trying to make zupa soup. Itu kebakar waktu saya bikin zupa soup. I burned it making soup. Just so you know. I got my pen. Hold on, it fell. Sumpah guys, aku tuh kadang-kadang gimana ya? Kadang-kadang tuh mungkin gara-gara orang tuh impresinya cuman taunya tuh kayak Hyona, kayak Hyona badass banget gini-gini. Please tolong ya, saya kasih tahu, sumpah ini sejujurnya saya nggak badass kok, sumpah beneran guys. Kayak gobloknya banyak banget, sumpah, beneran, real, no fake, I'm telling you. I know maybe it's because people get this impression that, oh, Hyona's such a badass. I'm telling you, no I'm not. No I'm not. No I'm not, okay? The amount of the stupidity really outweighs any like possible badassery I might have, okay? How did I burn? I was a teenager. And I was left alone at home, and I was hungry, and my parents told me that, oh, we didn't prepare any food for you, sweetie, but there's some ingredients in the fridge. There's also some instant noodles if you prefer to eat that. You can cook yourself something, right? And I was like, oh yeah, sure, you know. So I take a look at the fridge, and I realized that we had some leftover puff pastry. Right? We had some leftover puff pastry, and then I looked around in our family's pantry and I found like an instant packet of cream of mushroom soup. Right? So I told myself, wah, boleh nih zupa soup gitu, biar serasa kayak makan di kayak makan di Pizza Hut gitu. I told myself like, whoa, got some soup, got some puff pastry. Oh, eating fancy. I could make it feel like I'm eating in a certain pizza franchise, you know. kayak oh gila zupa soup kayak mau kayak di wedding nih gitu. Oh my god. So I made the soup, put it in like a ramekin, in a cup, bowl, whatever. And I put the puff pastry, you know, on top of the bowl and everything. And I baked it, right? Here comes the stupid. The alarm on the oven rings, cring, and I was like, oh, that's my soup. And then I tried to get the soup out without wearing any oven mittens, or even using any cloth whatsoever, because I was so excited for soup. I'm not even joking. You think I know you guys think this sounds like I'm joking. I'm not joking. Snow Crab, the burptologist, welcome to the clinic. Have a speedy recovery. Thanks for joining. Sumpah guys, nggak bohong, aku lupa, aku beneran ambiar banget pikirannya. The moment that alarm rang, I was just like, it's soup time. time. And I just like immediately ran, like open the oven, put my hand in it, and my hand hit the. It didn't. My hand didn't hit the bowl. It actually first the burn is actually from the like the what do you call it? The rails, the metal rails of the oven. You know how ovens have like levels, tiers, right? And each tier is usually like metal rail thingy. Yeah, basically my hand got into contact with that, and that is piping hot. That's smoking hot. So I got burned. Grates, there you go. Yeah, the metal grates. I got burned. So there you go. I got burned. So when I got burned, I was like, ah. So I immediately closed the oven, and then without saying anything, I just like put my hand under some running water, you know. And then after I put it a while in running water, I take it out, and that's when the pain sets in. That's when I started crying. That's when I started crying. At least the soup isn't spilled. At least the soup isn't spilled. It got a little burnt, but it's still good, you know? Okay, we're back. We're back. No, we're back. Is the soup? Oh god, even now as an adult, I'm still haunted by the soup. What the fuck? It's so funny. Tadaima. But yeah, that's basically it. See, that's what I'm telling you. Not every scar, not everything has like a badass origin to it, okay? I'm getting scared, you know. Sometimes I get scared if you guys honestly think that like, oh, Hyona's such a badass, because like I'm not, you know, and I don't want to pretend that I am one. So there you go. Oh my god. Did you go to the soup aisle? I wish I did. I should have just gone to the soup aisle instead of trying to make zupa soup myself. Oh my god. What other scars did I stupidly get? What other? Oh, there's one under my jaw. Cause I fell down the stairs when I was little. There's that. Stupid as well. Anyways, I'm gonna ask you again. You got a scar somewhere on your lip or eyebrow? Just for educational purposes. Oh! I guess you can't see it because of my bangs. Hold on. Let me take this. Let me take this away. You wanna hear another stupid story? James Norland, thank you. Hold on. Let me... Hey Doc, yesterday was both my birthday and payday. Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, James Norland! So I took this chance to say thanks for the contents. Too bad my donation for Unity was taken by Mika yesterday. Don't worry about it. But if it make you feel any better, I use it to shout out you. Hey, I appreciate it anyway. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear James Norland. Happy birthday to you. I hope you had a good birthday though. I guess you guys can't see it. Let me try. Let me. Can I? No, nggak bisa. Maaf, saya gepeng. Anyway, I actually do have a little scar on my left shoulder at the very end of it. I don't know whether it's visible because right now it's already covered by like the hair from the eyebrow itself. But I have a little scar at the end of my left eyebrow. I think right now if I looked in the mirror, it's not that visible. But back then, it used to be kinda is. Maybe it's also the fact that now I always hide it with like my eyebrow pencil too. Oh sorry, I mean my eyebrow. You wanna know why? Like a cut? Yeah, like a cut. You wanna know why? Because when I was younger, me and my best friend thought that it would look super badass and cool if we had a mysterious scar on our eyebrow. So we took a cutter and intentionally gave us a scar on our eyebrow. There you go. Yeah. That's honestly it. I don't even have it's not even a heroic scar, it's just chuny. I was just a chuny. Okay, you need to remember I'm a big ass chuny, okay? So there you go. My friend just took a cutter, just like starts shaving off like you know, like one cut. Ouch. Okay, Hyona, now you do it. Okay. The eyebrow scar is good, but trying to make one on purpose, I know. Doc, I kinda got the feeling you weren't the smartest kid on the block. How did you just realize this now? I never was. Oh my god, mau aja lagi. God, I was really into yaoi back then. Hyona, how is this related? I'll tell you how it's related. Me and my best friend were really into yaoi back then, and we were like, hey, this yaoi character that I think is really hot has a scar on his forehead? No, scar on his eyebrow. My friend is like, oh, cool. Oh, cool. Let's do it. And we're like, oh, yeah. Oh, God. Bad times. Bad times. If you want to know how weird, how like questionable a kid I was back then, there you go. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, yes, chat. That's how bad it was. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, I don't know, it's just weird. Once I'm in high school, I got a cut on my eyebrow from walking into glass door. The fuck? Are you okay? Did you break the door? But yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it. You guys remember that story I told you about? I have one of my closest friends who introduced me to yaoi actually ordered like a yaoi light novel to her home, and she tried to hide the book from her mom, but her mom found it out, and then her mom asked her, why is the cover like this? Why are these two men shirtless? And why is one lying on top of the other like that? Yeah, you remember what my friend told her mom? You remember what my friend told her mom? She basically got this bitch is so fucking smart. She told her mom, oh no mom, the person who's lying on top of the other person is dying. The story's about war. That's why they're not wearing clothes, and there's blood on it. You know, it's because it's a sad story about war. They're both soldier. Itu tentang perang, ma. Itu tentang perang. I can't believe it worked. Apparently, her mom just went, "Oh, that's so sad. No wonder." Okay. But she did get scolded, like, don't read something too dark, okay, kiddo. And my friend's like, okay, mom. Just anyway, what page were we? Perang. Iya, perang di kasur. Iya, perang di kasur. Tapi sebenarnya fandom animenya emang tentang perang sebenarnya. The anime fandom, the anime itself, it's like a doujin, right? It's not an original light novel. It's like a doujin of an anime, a yaoi doujin, and the anime itself is about war. So I guess even if the mom found out the title of the anime, it kind of checks out. So it's Hetalia, isn't it? No. No. No, smartass. No, smartass. We don't buy doujins of Hetalia. We just read fanfics of them. Look, it's not my fucking fault that my friend has this obsessive it's not my fault that my friend has this obsessiveness over the ship of English and Spain, okay? I honestly don't get it, but I'm just trying to be a supportive friend, so there you go. There you go. I don't get it. But there you go. Imagine meeting your friend and they're like, but Hyona, like English and Spain, and I'm like, I have no idea whether you're talking about like fictional characters here or the actual country. Okay? I have no idea. Kamu ngomong negara beneran apa gimana gitu. Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ. That must have been a hell enemies to lover narrative. Oh, you bet it is. Lemau the fuck? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. My friends are weird, it's why I left them. Now both of us are adults, and if I ever remind them that they had a Hetalia face, me too, but like them especially, they would die, you know. They would die, okay? Like oh god, my friend, if the yaoi back then, if the yaoi paddle was a person, that would be my friend, you know. That's just holy shit. Now as an adult, if I remind her like, hey, you remember when like you bought that doujin, she'd be like, Hyona, shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up right now, you know. It's like, hey, you remember when you said you wished you had a yaoi paddle? hey, you remember? You remember when you wish you had a yaoi paddle? Yeah, you said you wish, man, I wish I could just bring it everywhere. That's a goddamn the yaoi paddle. That's a goddamn relic. It's an ancient artifact right there. Oh my goodness. I remember she was also the person who would like sneak me. Okay, one last story before we end the stream because it's getting late. I still want to keep on working on this, but it is getting late, so it's better if we end it soon. One last story before I go. She's also the friend. She is also the friend who would sneak me shoujo mangas because I couldn't buy shoujo mangas without my brother knowing. Because my brother doesn't like me at the time. My brother doesn't like me reading shoujo mangas. Because like I borrowed one shoujo manga from my friend once, right? And I didn't know what was in it. Okay, I just borrowed it and I took it home. Haven't even opened it and read it. Apparently, my brother came to my room because like we both have our own like collection of books and comics, right? That we buy with our own money or borrow from our own friends. And sometimes my brother would go to my room and like just borrow with quotation mark, because honestly he doesn't ask for my permission. He just grabs one and goes to his room. He's like, oh, this is interesting, let me grab it, which is fuck you, dude. But like so he took the shoujo manga. Right? Why did he take the shoujo manga? I don't know. Maybe it piqued his curiosity. I mean, who wouldn't be curious, right? So he took that, and I went back to my room, and it's missing. So I go full on panic, because like, oh fuck, how I just lost my friend's book. So I spent the entire day looking for the shoujo manga, and then later in the fucking evening hours, after my whole, panic over not finding the book, my brother comes to me looking scared, and he just shows me the book, just like, did you buy this manga? And I was like, no, I borrowed it from a friend. It's like, do you know what the story is about? And I was just like, no. Why? And he's like, I don't think you should be reading this, Hyona. Oh god, I remember that so clearly. He told me, kayaknya kamu jangan baca ginian deh. I don't think you should read this, Hyona. And I was like, why? And he's just like, I don't think you're old enough. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, just return it to your friend, okay? And then he leaves. So I read it, obviously. And when I read it, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I was like, oh, okay. It starts off pretty soft. Basically, the main heroine tries to date her crush, her tsundere senpai, and she does. She does end up dating the tsundere senpai. Turns out, tsundere senpai very horny. So oh god, I will never forget this. It's just stuck in my core memory right now. There's a line in the manga that basically the main heroine, the main character, as she's doing it with her boyfriend, with the scene and everything, um, you can hear her thoughts, and I don't know, I still remember this. It says that no matter what it is, studying, going to school, living, or making love, I just want to do it with senpai. Oh dear, that's just when I read it, I was like, yep, this is gonna be a core memory. And I read it, just like, yep, this is gonna be a core memory. I will never forget this. I was like, making love? Do you even know what that is? Aren't you both in high school? Like, oh my goodness. Okay, no wonder. It's just, it's a thing in certain in shoujo genres where when the main character is trying to date the love interest, it's very soft and fluffy and seiso and tete. Sometimes there are certain shoujos where the moment they start dating,
Get well soon.
they don't get well soon. They start fucking non-stop. Oh my god, but it actually happens sometimes in like in certain shoujos, okay? Oh my god, James Darwin, thank you again. Your Booba Scar story reminds me of that one time I got mugged back in college once. Oh my god, same bestie. Let me give you a high five. Luckily, I just broke the dude's arm and ran away, so no scar as a conversation hook like yours. I know. Great scars, right? Oh my god. Thank you, James Norland. I hope you're okay though. I hope you didn't get hurt. But yeah. Sometimes certain shoujos are like that. Sometimes certain shoujos are like, oh, so fluffy. It's like marshmallow. So bouncy and sweet and fluffy, you know? And then they start dating and then the senpai starts kabedoning the heroine, and then the heroine is like, senpai? And then the senpai is like, I don't know, Yumi-chan, I wanna do it with you. Oh my god. Crying. It's always like that. It's always like that, man. And everybody who reads it is just like, man, I wish I was Yumi-chan. Oh my god. It is what it is. My goodness. Maybe sometimes we'll talk about some of the. Maybe sometimes we'll have a stream where we talk about some of the shoujo mangas or animes that we've consumed. Yeah. Hey yo, you wished you were Yumi-chan for real? In that setting? Not necessarily. But it's like, I think a lot of people would like to have somebody who loves them just as much as Senpai loves Yumi-chan. If you're wondering though, what one of my favorite pieces of shoujo anything is, for some reason, it's either Ginban Kaleidoscope or La Corda d'Oro Primo Passo. So there you go. There you go. Figure skating related, instant love. Music related, instant love. There you go. I think those are like, are they good soujos? Not necessarily, but it's the one that sticks with me for however long. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys have any like favorite shoujo, whatever, shoujo mangas, shoujo anime, shoujo anything, maybe we can talk about it in like a specific stream or something, you know? Just like talk about shoujo anything, yeah? Because I feel like I have a lot to say about this. But yeah, I think that will be all. Wow, did I get a lot of drawing done? Not really, just as I thought. Okay, also, for the rest of the week, I'm not sure if I'll be able... Real talk for a second. I don't know whether for the rest of the week I can put out a schedule, because things are a bit vague right now in my schedule. There's been like a few times where I get pulled into work even though it's my day off and everything, and to be honest, I kind of hate I don't really like putting on a schedule and then having to immediately change said schedule. But I will at the very least try to post the waiting room at least a day before the actual stream so that you know what's gonna happen the next day if that happens. So yeah, I think schedules will be back up again next week, I believe. This week is just kind of weird for me at work at the very least, because I don't know, I guess things in my work are a bit rowdy right now, like a bit, how do you call it, hectic, I guess. So yeah, so instead of like setting things up and then changing it, I'll decide it like at least the night before like the next day streams or everything. So yeah. It's vague week time, but yeah. I can promise you one thing though. I can promise you that I'll stream Xenoblade again sometime this week, probably nearing the weekend. It will be morning again, obviously, because I don't know, I feel like morning time is Xenoblade time for me. I don't know. So yeah. I think that is all. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by, even though I don't end up doing a lot of drawings. But don't worry, you guys will see this and a couple of other things later on, because I don't know whether I can actually have time for it, but like sometimes I think about just drawing all the rest of the party members. I don't know whether I'll have time to do that before the campaign ends though, considering that Cobalt Fallen Sun supposedly only have a few episodes left. So yeah, don't forget, Cobalt Fallen Sun only has a few episodes left. So yeah. What other things can I promote? Don't forget about the 19 Colors project on Twitter. So if you have a fan art that you would be okay sharing with us, NIJISANJI XID Livers, and you're okay with it potentially being put in an MV, for example, you can post it on Twitter and make sure to tag hashtag 19 Colors project, I believe. Yes, there you go. Also, Koshien is soon. Baseball time, everybody. Niji Koshien is soon. So I guess I look forward to seeing you guys there, because my characters is there, I guess. Yeah, I believe so. fun baseball time. If you haven't heard about NIJISANJI Festival, also known as Niji Fest, that's happening too. If you didn't know, there will be a 2D show that will involve Taka Rajiman and Zaya Cornelia. And there is a, what's this? A 3D show that involves Lazulite and Hana Makia? Gasp! Gasp, wait, hold on. Nani? Hi. Yes. What else can I promote? Apalagi guys, aku ada listnya bentar. List of things I could promote. If you haven't congratulated Rixa because he recently got to 50K, say nice things about him. The guy worked hard and he got to 50K. Very happy. By Reza Avanza. By did you know that Reza recently put out an English voice content? Now, like I don't know what you guys heard, but I heard that the voice content contains some pretty interesting thing. If you catch my drift, you know, if you get what I'm, you know, and I just like ding, you know, just like and I'm totally not saying this out of bias or because like he's my senpai or anything, or I'm just trying to be a supportive coworker. But I think the voice content is like awesome, you know, like you would totally regret not buying it. What are you doing in your life if you're not buying Reza Avan Luna's recently published English voice content that you can find on his Twitter and all related stores? What are you doing with your life, huh? Yeah, I believe that is all from me. And if I'm allowed a little moment of not joking and honesty, I feel like I have several things that I'm working on backstage. I won't tell you when you'll finally know what it is. But all I ask is if sometimes there are weeks where I take a little bit more day off than usual. Maybe usually I take 1 or 2. Maybe now I'll take up to 3 day offs if I have to. It's because I am honestly kind of scared of over exhausting myself, because obviously I want to stream and hang here with you guys, but I also have a day job and I have projects to work on. So yeah, it's okay. I feel like recently I got some really big inspiration to like start working hard and produce some stuffs again. So I will be mostly working on that when I'm not streaming or working on my day job. So yeah, there you go. And this also goes for you guys. Burnout is scary, so please don't forget to take some rest, you know. If you say it's your day off, actually don't touch your work. Don't do what I did, okay? Lesson learned. If it's a day off, it's a day off. Don't touch your work, okay? And don't be so hard on yourself, alright? I don't know what problems you're each handling right now, what keeps you busy and everything. But if I may, it will be okay. You got this. I believe in you. You got Hyoner's seal of beliefness. Does that make sense? I don't know. But yeah, I approve. I approve. That is all I wanted to say. I will see you guys soon. I don't know whether I'll stream tomorrow. Maybe not. Perhaps not. I'm taking one more day off tomorrow, I think. We will see. But anyway, thank you again, everybody, for stopping by. I had a blast talking with all of you. I hope it was as fun for you as it was for me. I will see you guys very, very soon. In the meantime, please, everybody, stay healthy, stay toasty. Don't put thumbtacks in your teacher's ass, please. And as usual, get well soon. Bye! Boss, what are you doing? Come here. Ow. Oh! Well, yep, I forgot. There's not supposed to be a mic in this scene. Okay. What do I say? I don't know. Have a good night? Yeah. Ayasumi nasai. Mata ne. Bye bye.